Just gonna wait for more people to join the awesome epic stream. All right. So how we doing, boys and girls? Hello, Eli. You're the first one here, I think. You're the first one here, partner. So, it's been a long time. Long time no see. I'm aware of that. I'm aware that it's been a long time since I done the stream, but I have a good excuse this time as to why I haven't streamed. You see, for the past couple of months, I was working on my thesis, right? This is my thesis for my college degree. That's gonna be of engineering, and I finished it yesterday, and hopefully there's nothing everything's good, and it'll get approved by the university. If not, then I can go back and make some small adjustments. But like, we'll see, we'll see. But for now, I consider the thesis to be done. So I was just looking at your YouTube channel while creating a TV soda map. It was Destiny, okay? Just like that fucking turtle from what's his name? Kung Fu Panda said there's no such thing as coincidences. Like, is that what he said? Or like accidents are like happen? Like I don't fucking remember. I haven't seen the movie in a long time. That sounds fantastic. I hope your thesis gets approved. Oh, thank you, Eli. I also hope that too. If not, I'm gonna fucking lose it. But anyway, last time we were working on this field. This is the cows field from cows, but yeah. And it turned out pretty good. It turned out better than I was expecting it personally. But I did some. I haven't route built in a long time. But I did in the free time just because I was kind of bored. I did made some what's it called? Some small route work. Not much, but like this is the start of Henry's Forest. So you see, I decided to have Henry's Forest be massive. Like, it's gonna live up to its name. It's gonna be a massive, massive forest. And I decided, to put basically the Season 8 side, like the Wishing Tree, which is what we're gonna work on today. The Season 8 Wishing Tree is gonna be here. And, then the viaduct is gonna be right in the middle of the Henry's Forest. And then on the other side, we're gonna have the Season 3 side. And then from there we have like Rolls Castle and Wellsworth, which I'm going to change the track plan for this later. Like this is just to give me a rough idea as to, for like spacing and shit. So so yeah. So we're starting to reach Henry's Forest, people. So, and you thought I didn't make any route progress? Huh, silly, silly people. But anyway, I kind of theorized that the field was close to the dual vents at Crosby due to it being a redress. It could be. I mostly did it, mostly put it like on this side just so I can, so I can have it after the loop line. So Edward can go to the loop line in that episode after losing the the cattle cars. Oh yeah, you did split Henry's Forest in two. Yeah, yeah, that's basically what I did. But I consider it, like the viaduct is right in the middle of Henry's Forest because it's quirky like that. And yeah, it's like I want to be Henry's Forest, to be massive. Like it spans for miles almost. Now the sawmill that we see in the episode, I put that on Edward's line. Like I don't think it's on the same. I don't think that sawmill is in Henry's Forest. I used to think that when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I used to think that, but like, um, I believe the season 2 map or season 3 map like basically confirms that like the sawmill is in Edward's line. Yeah, it's weird, I know, but Edward did go from the main line to the Tidmouth Sheds. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that was my logic. He arrives at Tidmouth Sheds from north, behind the sheds. Yeah, he passes like the milk dock. Well, granted, he also passes the scrapyard set, but it's like they film it in a way that it's like you don't see the scrapyard. Like it's you only see like the hillside. So I don't know what's up with that, but anyway. It's I'm happy to be making routes again. I haven't made one of these in a long time, and my college days are slowly getting closer to the end. Yes, because my thesis is done. I only have one more class. I need to like apply for the job, for a job. One more class, and I have to do like an 8-hour exam, so I can get approved. But that's gonna be for next year. I'm done with my thesis, and anyone who's worked on a thesis will know like how strenuous and how like draining they are. It's like that thing has been like my life for the past like months. And yeah, it's like now it's done. Now it's done. Hopefully now it's done. I mean, if my if if the teacher says, like the guy who's helping me, like one of the if he wants me to add something else, or like rephrase something, then I'll quickly change it. But like for me, as far as I know, like that fucking thing is done. But enough about me. Let's talk, everyone. Let's talk about the economy. Okay, no, not the economy, and not about politics, cause fuck that. Let's talk about how crazy these couple of months have been. Because it's like I have been in touch with the fandom. Like scrolling through Twitter and shit. Like I've been in touch with what's been going on recently, especially with like the Magic Railroad stuff, the auctions, the season 5 scripts, which were crazy. Those were insane. I could not believe. Super ED. Motherfucking Super ED. or Super Ed. Like, what do we do with that information with Super ED? Like, that's like it was truly something. Like, I was there live on the stream. I could not believe it. Like, I was like, what? I was just like, what? Is this for real? Like, are they just fucking with us? Like, is this for real? Motherfucker gets struck by lightning twice in the story. Then he just fucking dies at the end, as their top hat's just like, scrap the motherfucker at once. It's just like, Mr. Electric, kill him. Mr. Electric, send him to the penis explosion chamber. Like, holy shit. That episode. Okay. People were saying that, like, like, imagine if this was an episode. There's an alternate reality where Rusty and the Boulder got scrapped, but not Super ED. It's like, imagine you were watching, accidents will happen, right? And then it cuts to, footage of, Super ED getting struck by lightning and then going super fast. Something tells me they would have put him in the line where it says, just when you think that life is okay, fate comes to collect. But anyway, guys, when it comes to adding Tug's elements into Thomas David Minton walks, so Victor Tanzi could speed through a school zone. That's funny. Thumper fucking dies in the original draft. I somehow... Okay, it's not that I knew beforehand. I could tell that, like, the guy who was gonna die was most likely Thumper. Because I think they kind of filmed that in the sense, like, he didn't die, of course, but, like, they... Like, I don't know if you noticed, but in the final episode of Frost in the Boulder, like, when Boulder's is, like, coming loose, there's this shot of Thumper, and he's just, like, tweaking. He's, like, like, going ape shit. I think, like, it was part of the original script. Like, I always figured that, like, like, Thumper malfunctions in some way. He just fucking starts, spazzing out. So I could tell that it was gonna be, like, Thumper. Thumper wasn't even sentient. Yeah, he wasn't even sentient. No, Butch wasn't even sentient as well. I guess, like, somewhere along the line, they decided, like, okay, we can turn this into another toy, like another, like, merchandisable character. And, well, yeah, it worked. Because, like, I don't know, I never got a Thumper toy when I was a kid. The closest I got was a, what's it called, like a Thumper take-along. And it was pretty good. It was pretty good. But I didn't get the rest, like the rest of the engines of the thing. But anyway, alright, so we're starting Henry's Forest, and today's work, we're gonna work on the Wishing Tree. The Wishing Tree from that fan favorite episode. I know you guys just love that episode, Henry and the Wishing Tree. Like, Gallant Old Engine, fuck that. Edward's exploit, or like Edward's poopy head. They don't fucking stand a candle to Henry and the Wishing Tree. Okay? Like, no. Like, they just don't, The names Cold Village and Deadwood Forest sound like location names from Sonic and Mario games. Okay, I don't think Cold Village sounds like a Mario name. Deadwood Forest sounds like a Sonic level. Yeah, I see what you mean with that. I had a thumper toy from the Boulder Quarries from Woodard Railway. Oh, I wish I had that when I was a kid. Like I always saw that as a kid. I was like, oh, that looks so epic. The set that came with Rusty Oliver in Boulder for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why Oliver was there. I think I got it that as a Christmas present as a kid. Oh, that's nice. Sleepy Sodor, Henry and the Wishing Tree. The Grounder Zone. Do you want to get banned? Do you want to get banned? The Grounder Zone? Because you're really asking for it. You're asking for me to ban you. I don't want to do this. I don't want to ban you for this. For having wrong opinions, okay? Like, I don't wanna, but you're forcing me to, okay? And so all I gotta say is you're wrong. But it's okay to be wrong. Except when you don't agree with me. There's a lot of rocks in this set. Now that I'm looking at it. So thus, Forest will be the Season 3 one and the Season 8 one. Yeah, it's gonna be both of them. The Season 8 one is west of the viaduct, and the Season 3 one is east of the viaduct. Because I'm quirky. Though I want to believe that James and Super Ed is still canon to the show. Because I know it's like, think about it this way. The Missing Coach was also cancelled, but it's canon. Like, we know it happened. It's just that it wasn't a real episode. In the end. It's just like, I think there's arguably a theory that Super Ed might be canon. If not, then, I mean, I guess who cares if it is or not, but like, Jesus, man. Alright, I don't think I have the right shed for this part of the set. Okay, so get a good angle of like what Trackside shed this is. Okay, so there's a water tower, 2 like coal stages, and some barrels and a little hut. Oh no, wait, this is the right hut. Huh, okay. Alright, so the coal stages I can, yeah, I know what exact coal stages I need. Where the fuck? No, I don't think it's these ones. No, it's not these ones. Alright. I forgot the name. Fuck, I forgot the names of those. Where are they? Oh, they're not ELD. Honestly, it would have been cool to see the Missing Coach in the TV series. It would have been cool. It would have been cool. But ultimately, I don't think we missed that much. I think it would have been a pretty whatever episode of season 2. It's not this one. Fuck, where is it? It's like there's a specific cold stage I need. Fuck, man, where is it? It's not these ones. Okay. I mean, Mechanical Shed made an adaptation of Super ED, and it's more grounded. Yeah, it's like, that's what I mean. It's like, it could have happened, but not in this way that the fucking script implies, you know? Like, I think that's way too much, because, well, you know, there's drafts anyway, so Like most of like what David wrote was gonna be changed in some way. Like the basic structure of the story like still happens, but there's some things that are like okay, they changed because they're drafts. Also, the Fat Controller was fucking mean in that one. In most of the scripts, he was a fucking asshole. Like I think like in Steppy Gets Lost, like especially, he was really mean in that one. Oh my god, I can't find it. I can't find the coal stage I need. It's like I'm fucking stupid. I'm so stupid, guys. Well, you already knew that, but still. Found them. They were Mega TPM Coal Slate Large. Remember that, guys. I personally disagree because missing Coach is integral to the Donald Dilla story, and without it, it feels extremely weird. Tell that to Brit. Tell that to Brit Allcraft. Cranky Bug's ending on the freeze frame sounds funny as fuck. Imagine how that would have played out in the actual show. Like, that would have been funny. That would have been like a little funny. Dick was supposed to appear in so many season 5 stories. I know, like, out of all the things that I wish they did was have more Duke presence. I feel like Duke should have been like part of the Skarloey gang as like the grandpa character of everyone. Like that would have worked. Even in the hit era, I feel like that would have worked because especially since they made like Skarloey and Rhaenys, like like the young kids. I think it would have been better if they just like had like a grandpa character in the hit era. Duke's prop needed repairs. I don't know. Like I think it's just that Brett Allcroft for some reason didn't want to include. Like they don't want to include Duke for some reason. It's like I believe in one of the notes like it was said that like do we really need to bring Duke or like make like a large scale Duke? So yeah, for some reason they didn't want to just bring back Duke, which is a shame. It's a shame. But even so, even with no Duke, like season 5 is still like the final season 5 we've got. Like I feel like it's it's peak. It's really good. I love it. Yeah, there's like a lot of like those little like pebble rocks. There's like wheels as well. There's like a set of wheels here. How would the arsenal really be interpreted in the route? We have an idea. As like a rough idea of what we want to do, but we still have to iron everything out. But it is gonna be on the route most likely. So is the Coldy Fell, but not in the way that Railway Series like does it. Like, if that makes sense. Like we're gonna take a lot of creative liberties with that. Okay, I think this should be here. How far apart are those wheels? Yeah, they are a bit far apart. Like, they're like here, roughly, I think. It's hard to judge distance. I feel like the first draft of Season 5 Snow could have worked as a Railway Series version of a former of the story, with some rewrites here and there. It does feel like an Audrey story, in a lot of ways. Okay, so the wishing tree itself is like right here. Like, yeah, it's like right here. Like this is like the spot of the wishing tree. Alright, so I brought the pebbles. I need the other rocks, the mudstone ones. Yeah, I need that. Don't go get spooked with Duke would have been peak. Yeah, I think it would have. It makes way more sense to have Duke, like, have the one to tell the story. Let's think about it. Like, out of all the Skarloey engines, like, he would be the one who knows, like, all the ghost stories. Like, I don't think it made much sense for Rusty to have him. Not even him, because, like, he's not even a he. It's just the little Diesel. I don't want to misgender Rusty, so. Sorry. The Arsenal Railway, specifically the set, as the ballad chute will be designed as the Railway Service illustrations or the CGI route. Neither. No, it's like if we're gonna do the Arsenal, we're gonna do something entirely different. Like, that it still conveys the same idea, ultimately. But it won't be like Augsburg West, if that's what you're asking. Like, it's gonna be like a what if the TV series did it. Like think of it as like a what if. What if it was adapted in like season 4? But we still have like like a lot of ground to make either way. So it's like the mapping out the art still is not the top priority right now. It's just not. It's just like that's gonna be a long way ahead. I pity Duke didn't appear after season 4. Yeah, I think it's like a big waste that Duke was like sidelined. Because he was such a great character. It's one of my favorite props as well. I love Duke merchandise. Like, it sounds weird because I don't even have a Duke's tender, but I just love Duke. He's just awesome. He's based. It's kind of funny how season 4 in the middle is the middle child of to all the season 3 aesthetic wins every time. And let me tell you about season 5. I feel like we need to we need a phrase for every season. Now you say it. There's season 3 wins every time. Let me tell you about season 5. Like, what does season 4 get? Like, what would be the season 4's like fandom phrase? Season 4 a baddie? No, I think the baddie would be season 5. Now that if we really think about it. So here's some pebbles. Here's some things. Here, maybe the Arsenal could be inspired a lot of the British 15 in mini gauge railways. At least that's an idea. Alright, so we put the pebbles down. Now we need to put the shrubbery. Strawberry fields. At least Dukes is in safe hands and not owned by British chuds. I agree with that guy. Fucking British chuds. I don't know, it's like I met Sam Wilkinson and Sean at Audrey. They were pleasant enough that day. Well, also, like, I didn't want to confront anyone. Like, there's a lot of people that I don't like at the event. and like a lot of some of them were like controversial people, but like that I knew about. I was cordial with with everyone, so it's like I have no reason to like fight. This is not what this is about. I want to have fun. I came here to have fun and meet people and be autistic. I didn't came here to fight people. I think last year during my Colorado trip, I got to take and play Duke at a flea market, but he didn't have the tender. Welcome to my world, Jeremiah. Oh, those guys. I'm glad Duke Season 4 prop is preserved. Okay, so to those who were at the exhibition, I think Eli, you were there too, but like Gordon, Henry, Doc, Thomas, Edward, Billy, they were at the event, right? I think Gordon was recently moved to Drayden Manor for some reason. Okay, I think this is a good, like representation of the wishing tree. Don't you think? Yeah, I think this is yeah, I think this will work as the wishing tree. Except one other controversial Thomas user, but let's not worry about it. Yeah, well, when you make a public event, um, yeah, you kind of have to expect that like a lot of weird people are gonna be in there. Although I will say I am proud of the Thomas fandom in the sense that that everyone was, or at least most people were like clean, and they looked like they showered. Like they knew how to use soap and deodorant. Like they weren't fucking smelly pieces of shit. So I'm proud of the Thomas fandom because I thought I was gonna see a lot of smelly dudes like at the event, but no, it's like they actually showered. So kudos to the Thomas fandom. Like they know how to use deodorant. Oh yeah, the Gordon's prop is getting fucked up. And it's like not to be like that guy, but it's like that prop is isn't that prop like the pilot Gordon model, like part of it at least? Because I believe like the pilot model got reworked into the final season 1 model, which is the model that was used like all over the model series. I also still think that this doesn't excuse Sam and Sean's actions. No, I'm not saying that it excuses it. All I'm saying is that I didn't. It's like, what am I gonna do? Confront them? Like tell them they're poopy heads? Like, nah, man. Like I came here to have fun. Like taking the be in touch with the railway. Okay, I think like we need to put like some more shrubs. Hello everyone who's just joining. We're working on Henry's Forest. Cause Henry's Forest is next on the list. Isn't this amazing news, guys? That we're working on Henry's Forest. Henry's goddamn forest. It's a shame. Okay. I. It's like, we know that Audrey hated this episode, right? Like he publicly expressed that he had like a disdain for the direction that the TV series was heading into. And I get it. I get where Audrey was coming from. Because ultimately, like, everything is his creation. And I think his opinion on this sort of stuff matters than most opinion because, he's the creator. and he was feeling like the TV series was, he was cheated by the TV staff. Like they weren't, like they were doing stuff that, like, he never had in mind. Like they were made tampering with his creation. And I get it. I do empathize with Audrey. I do, I really do. But I respectfully of course, disagree with Audrey's takes on this episode. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's like he had his opinion. He was, he totally had the right to, express, how he feels. But I, as a fan, can respectfully disagree with him, right? Because I think Henry's Forest is a great episode. It's not the best season 3 episode, but it's still nice. Like it's a nice story, And I know a lot of people, say that Audrey was too uptight, or like Audrey was, this and that. Like, I don't know. It's like I do see where it's coming from. I really do. Like but like people are calling him like he was way too uptight with this sort of stuff. Maybe he was, but like at the end of the day, like it's his creation, like his creation that he thought he like it's like his baby, like his. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like I do empathize with Audrey, like with how he felt about the TV series. But I'm allowed to disagree with his takes, because I think Henry's Forest is good. So much that I'm including it in here, because I have to include everything, guys, even the stuff I don't like. Like I don't like the fucking ice cream factory. I think that's stupid as hell. Okay, so I just looked at another angle. I think the wheels have to be farther apart, like around here maybe? Let's say around here, yeah. Because there's like some sleepers here. There's a tire as well. Oh my god, there's a tire. Hell, I'm gonna save. Guys. I'm gonna save the thing. I'm gonna save the fucking thing. I'm gonna crank that soldier boy. Yeah, there's like a tire here. Can you believe it, guys? A tire. Who's Sam and Sean? They're people. I'm way too lazy to explain. Well, fine. They're these people. They're really controversial in the fandom, cause they're not good sports. It's like they're kind of liars, like they work for Mattel. They've been criticized for like the handling of the props, for lying, for cheating. Gatekeeping stuff. It's like, yeah, they're maybe not good people. But I gotta say, the event was really fun. The event was really fun. Had a lot of, had a fantastic time at Audrey. Gotta meet a lot of cool people. Gotta hang out with a lot of guys, you know, a lot of people, a lot of autistic guys mostly, but still. Growlers, Edward's Day Out adaptation was spectacular. Oh, I remember like a Growler showed us like a sneak peek of what he was working on like before it came out. And the moment I saw it, I knew that this was gonna be one of the best videos the fandoms ever made, like for real. Like it was spectacular. It was so different as well. Like, cause he his is in the style of you know, like, I guess like Disney. I think that was what he was going for, like a Disney thing. And I gotta say, like it paid off. Like it's something really fresh and original that, like, you know, I don't see a lot of people doing. That was cool. Like Growler's a fantastic video maker. Like he's one of the most talented ones in the fandom, I'd say. That's a lot of future in my eyes. You mean 1940s Disney movies? Well, I did say Disney movies. Did I? Like, yeah, that's what I mean. Alright. How's the forest looking, guys? Is it looking good? Is it looking bad? Should I just delete the route right now? Should I keep going? Yeah, I should keep going. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all's opinions. Your opinions are dumb. No, you're not dumb and stupid. You guys are cool. I mean, just the fact that, you know, you're taking time out of your day to listen to me random about stupid bullshit. That's some baby show that no one cares about. Means a lot to me. And I'm thankful for all of you. Tree here. So I'm trying to keep like the trees not that close to the track. It's like close, but not that close, if that makes sense. It's like close enough that you get the idea, but it's like, you know, not enough that it blocks the track, you know? I wanna be doing Audrey, I wanna be making Audrey proud. Like, keep the trees away from the tracks. Did you read the original Season 5 scripts? We were just talking about that, Billy Judd. We were just talking about that, and yes, I did see it live. And they were truly a ride. They were truly a ride. They were truly something, yeah. Alright, so... Man, never realized this. Forests are really fun to make in trains. Because I swear, it's like I just keep placing trees down and it looks good, like automatically. With towns, I'm always paranoid. Not paranoid, but I'm always, you know, self-conscious. Of like, oh, is this enough? Is this British enough? Is this British enough? Is this British enough? Like, am I doing a good job? Because, you know, it's like, it's really easy for the people. Like, I don't live in the UK. Like, of course, like, I don't live there. But, like, I think, like, if you're going to, you know, route build, it does help a lot if you're a native born UK person. You lived in the UK, like, your entire life. I think you can, like, you have a better understanding of, like, the British countryside, you know? But I don't have that luxury because I don't know if you know, but I'm not British. So it's like all I have to do is, you know, like, guess, you know, if this looks, you know, British enough. And sometimes I'm like going, like, am I doing a good job? Like, this, is this enough? I don't know. It's like, in the end of the day, like, I know that I do a good job. Not, this is not tooting my own horn, by the way, but like, I know that I do a good job. But still. Narrow gauge non-horror of the Rails audio stories are honestly underrated. I'll take your word for it because I never heard of that. But if you think it's good, then it is good, partner. Man, these couple of months have been crazy for the fandom. Like, for real, they've been really crazy. Can't believe how crazy they've been. I mean, I don't know. I've never been, you know, like, that big into horror stories in the Thomas fandom. Not that there's anything wrong with them, like, because there's not. There isn't anything wrong with them. It's just that, I don't know. It's like, I'm not really into watching, you know, air like RNGs, if that makes sense. Thomas YouTubers is most known for horror of the Rails audio stories. Like, recently, there's been this one, like, I don't know. Okay, not to get into, you know, like, drama, but like, I don't know what's up with, like, the blue snowplow. It's like a he released a video, right? It's like he released a video of old slow coach or something that I haven't seen because I don't really watch Thomas fan projects like that. Um and it's like, I don't know, there was this whole thing on Twitter, like, people were like arguing if it is good or not. It's like, and like people started saying like Blue Snowplow is not a good person or some shit. Like, I don't know. It's just that I've been out of the loop on that. I mean, analog horror, yeah, it's like there used to be a time where I was like, oh, this is interesting, but now I'm like, eh, I don't know. It's like, I feel like the analog horror, like, formula has been done to death. Okay, so the trick here is not use the same tree on this, like next to the same tree in the same spots. I think that's the general trick. I think this one goes here. Yeah, there we go. I think one more should go like here. Yep. Apparently, for one of the premiere of Time to Kill, one of the dumbest things that the Blue Snowblood did was make old slow coach model a male-like item. Oh, I did. I think I did heard of that. Which, yeah, yeah, I think that's a stupid decision. Like, you need to know my IP address just to download a model. I'm sorry, but like I won't dox myself to own old slow coach. I won't. I refuse. Are you aware that Funko Pops are dying out? I'm surprised they haven't died out sooner. Oh. No, I am aware. I am aware that, like, you know, that Funko Pops are like a dying fad. But I don't know. It's like I've never really been into Funko Pops. It's like I don't think there's anything wrong with them really. It's like I get why people like them in the first place. Like they're cool collectibles, you know. They have like an infinite range of, you know, of characters and like different IPs. You know, they're just, you know, cool little things to put on your shelf. Like I get it. It's like, if there were Funko Pops of Thomas, or like things I like, you bet your ass I'm gonna be getting them. I feel like people have been, like, you know, the general public has been more involved in, like, you know, like, into hobby collecting. It's like, I feel like, back in the day, like, those type of stuff, if you were, you know, a collector of something, especially something, like, that's considered nerdy, like Star Wars, or Star Trek or whatever, or Thomas, like us, like it was generally, you know, shunned upon, like oh, you were a big loser for, like, you know, liking these sorts of toys. But I feel like over the past, like, you know, 2 decades, the opinion has shifted because people are realizing, hey, having a collection of stuff you like is really good. It's really fun. And like there's communities of people and, like, you know, to, you know, share experiences with. It's like, wow, we never realized, like, you know, that, you know, being into a nerdy hobby is actually really fun. There's nothing wrong with liking this sort of stuff, you know? I find it funny how Thomas is one of the few franchises that doesn't have a Funko Pop, LMAO. I mean, how can you make a Funko Pop of Thomas? The only character I would see a Funko Pop working is maybe Sir Topham Hatt and Mr. Percival, maybe, but that's it. It's like all of the characters are trains. I don't know if, like, you know, Funko Pop makes, like, character themed vehicles, or at least I've never seen one, like, at my local Hot Topic. Hey Hugo, for the people who are joining, we're working on Henry's Forest. The cool and epic and awesome Henry's Forest. So yeah. Okay, I think there's way too much shrubs here. I'm gonna sparse them out. I'm gonna put some here, like, while I'm at it. Yeah, some shrubs here. Blue Snowblood could have just made Oslo Coach a Patreon shop exclusive download, or put on the mainline works like he did with Howin and Assets. It's like, okay, the thing is, like, I think the drama with that guy, like, extends past the whole model fiasco. I think, like, people have been saying that he's, like, not a good person or whatever, like he scams people or some shit. I don't know. There are Funko Pops of Pixar Cars characters. Oh, so they can't make, like, characters. I guess I see Thomas as way too childish to make a Funko Pop, or like, I don't know, maybe if like, you know, if there would be enough demand for it, maybe like they would do it. I don't see why they wouldn't do a Thomas collab. Aside from the fact that maybe Thomas is, you know, off limits, I don't know. I'm not in the market for Funko Pops, like, clearly. And I have nothing against people who do. Who collect anything, really. I think people are allowed to collect whatever the fuck they feel like. You want to collect Barbies? Do it. Want to collect My Little Pony? Do it. What's stopping you? You only got one life. If anyone like makes you feel like oh, you're stupid or an idiot for, you know, for liking something, for having a hobby, you have my full permission to tell them to piss off. Tell them to fuck off and suck a dick. Even if it's your parents, like, don't worry, you have my full permission to tell your parents to fuck off. If they're being, if you're being dicks about it. This, I'm just realizing that won't hold off well. There's gonna be like I'm gonna get an angry comment of some mom. That's gonna be like, hey, like, you're inciting children to like to disobey their parents or whatever. And I'm gonna tell them like, ma'am, let your kid like Thomas. Let your kid like whatever the fuck he wants. Because then when they grow up and they don't talk to you anymore, then you're gonna be like, oh, I wonder why. I wonder why little Jamie won't call me from time to time. There's some shelves I forgot to place. Okay. I mean, Thomas has a Nandroid, and that's a Japanese company. And Japan is more chill with Thomas than here in the West. Yeah, I've noticed about Japan is that they love, clearly, like, of course, right? Like, we know this, but like, they love Thomas way more than other countries, especially in the U.S. For like the U.S., like yeah, Thomas is popular, but like it's not, you know, like respected. If that makes sense. Like, I feel like Americans see it more as like a baby toy, and well, yeah, it is, but still. But I feel like Japan like truly gets it. Like what makes like the Thomas, like why Thomas is cool, you know? I wish we saw James's Super ED. I don't. I don't. I'm glad that episode was axed. Like, that episode fucking sucks. Like, I'm sorry. It's not a good plot. It's not a good story. Like, for one. It's stupid as hell. Like, I remember, like, back in the day, like, people were complaining. Like, especially, like, the older fans, like, in their 30s. Like, I've seen them complaining about Season 5, how it's not, like, accurate to the Railway series. And then they always brought up the fucking boulder. Just imagine if they saw the fucking Super ED episode. They would have a heart attack. I'm gonna put some rocks, like, on the sidelines of the tracks. Like this. Like, oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just to add some, you know, some much needed detail, right? Okay, the viaduct is gonna be super fun to make. Can't wait to, you know, to work on that. Or imagine those fans reacting to All Engines Go Boulder. I mean, even if there's old fans or young fans, like the disdain towards All Engines Go is like, it's It's been a lot, which I know most of the fandom is like, at the end of the day, it's like, most of the fandom is like chill enough with All Engines Go. It's like I've seen like most people are like, okay, like it's not for me, but if you like it, that's good. But honestly, if there's anything that makes me embarrassed of being a Thomas fan, it's like, the way the fandom reacted to All Engines Go, and now hold that forever, like. Because like, I think the way the entire fandom reacted has been a complete and utter embarrassment from all the fandom. I think the fandom should be ashamed. Because if if the fandom was a bit more mature, like they would have been like, okay, like yeah, this is not the Thomas we grew up with. Yeah, this is not the Thomas we wanted, if but I hope like it's successful, I hope that kids and like today's generation of kids enjoy it. And we wish it the best. Boom. Simple, honest, direct, mature, like it was pretty fucking sad seeing grown as adults, grown as people, grown as adults getting so personally offended over a children's show. And you think, okay, they got on the wrong foot, but then they fucking grew up. No, it's like for years, for the fucking 5 years that All Engines Go was a thing, they were the most insufferable motherfuckers on earth, and they were, like saying like, if you like it, then you're not a true Thomas fan. That you're this or that. And you should be ashamed of yourself for liking this. You're a Mattel shield, whatever the fuck. It's like, I don't think children, that legit enjoy All Engines Go, or like, are learning to say this sort of stuff, And what I mean by this is, because a lot of these things were being parroted by children, because children are really impressionable. It's like where they were hearing these opinions, they said like, oh, you're a Mattel shield or whatever. They heard it from their favorite Thomas YouTuber. If I was a little kid and saw my favorite Thomas YouTuber saying this dumb shit, I would have, like parroted whatever he said, because I'm a kid and I don't know any better. Edward and Henry never spoke in All Engines Go. Yeah, that's weird. I mean, they were treated as like background characters essentially, from what I've seen. It's like I always like thought like, okay, they're gonna make an episode with them, like they're gonna be relevant to a plot. And fine by me, I guess. I mean, it's that or nothing. But no. I'm okay with All Engines Go now that it's over, for good, since I'm older. But when I have a child of my own, I'll have him read the Railway series and watch models. Okay, I get where you're coming from, truly. But I don't know. It's like I would let my kid do just see whatever the fuck he likes, There was a newspaper article about parents and kids' reactions to All Engines Go when it was first released in 2021. I've seen that, but notice how it's parents, it's parents saying that their kid didn't like the new version of All Engines Go. It wasn't grown. It's like they didn't interview grown ass Thomas fans. They interviewed parents. Parents. People who have children of their own. Not you fucking lot of autistic people, Background characters and Looney Go like Edward, Duck, and Henry. It's just Mattel's way of jangling keys in front of audiences. No. No, I don't think they even like I don't think they even considered like to bring back the fandom to view All Engines Go. Honestly, It's like I hate that argument because like some people are so stuck up their own ass that they think that everything Mattel does is to bring to appeal to, for lack of a better term, like a bunch of adults. When no, they're doing this to attract children. They don't care what you fucking think about All Engines Go. They don't care what the fucking fandom thinks. Like it's like I think like the only reason Edward and Henry were there, or maybe like Donald and Douglas or whatever, I think it's for the same reason that Winter Railway made Coldy. Think about it, like there was no reason for Winter Railway to make Coldy, or D199, or Mike. They weren't characters in the show. They were characters from the books. I think it's the same thing here. Look, there's Tony Soprano. Mattel does care. It's like we have to accept, like, that the Mattel does not give a fuck what we think. They're gonna do whatever the fuck they feel like, and there's nothing wrong with that, because honestly, like what's more important to Mattel? The opinion of children who are the target demographic of the shit, or or me, who I'm not the target demographic. I'm just a fan, just an adult fan. But I'm not the target demographic, and you're not either. It's like I think ultimately, like the most important opinion they care about is children's opinion, not us. And I think that's the way it should be ultimately. Those children are the ones who are gonna be, are gonna make their parents, like spend toys into this shit. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass. Don't tell me the stream died. Oh, never mind. He deleted it. D199 and Coldy and Take Your Play, despite them not being in the show. Exactly. They did that just to make more toys. I think the only reason why Edward and Henry were there was to make more toys. Simple as. I don't think there was some evil motive to have, Mattel just say to the fans that, like, oh, we still care. We're like, let's be realistic here. Like, let's not be dumb. Let's think rationally here. Oh yeah, and Big City Engine 2. That's a weird one. Big City Engine. You can argue, okay, Coldy, sure. D199, sure. They have a story to themselves. But Big City Engine is such an oddball, because we'd never even see him in full. Mattel is a corporation. They don't care. Exactly. Stop thinking Mattel's trying to jangle keys to us autistic Thomas fans. They're not. And even if they are, so fuck it. Don't watch it, like. And I'm not saying that, that you need to like All Engines Go. Like, this is not like, or like you can't criticize All Engines Go. Like, of course. Because then there's gonna be people that are like, oh, we're allowed to not like it. Yes, no one's saying that you're allowed to not like it. But it's just that, I've seen, for example, I've seen people imply that All Engines Go, like, need to get their own fandom because they're not compatible with us. Like, normal Thomas fans, I guess. Like, I remember I was talking with this really thick head person on Twitter. I know it's my fault for being on Twitter, I know, but it's like, but even so, it's like he was flat out saying that, you know, that All Engines Go fans just need to get their own fandom or like get their own space to talk about Thomas. And I'm like, are you fucking for real? Are you fucking stupid? Like, oh, it's like, you can't be with us. You like that children's show, and we like this children's show. Like, fuck off. At the end of the day, this shit's for babies. Like, all of Thomas is for babies. Like, I tell a lie that Donald and Douglas would return. Did they? Did they though? I mean, the only proof that like we had that like, you know, they were gonna be in the show was that they made a toy, right? They made like a Trackmaster Douglas or whatever. But did they ever stated that Donald and Douglas would be part of the show? Like, was there ever like a press thing or like a DVD description or something or a YouTube thing that said like, oh yeah, Donald and Douglas are coming to the show? Has anyone else here found the storybook Thomas yet? Big City Engine was in only one book illustration, and some from Learning Curve and Mattel was probably like, hey, let's make it into a Wooden Railway and take and play model of this random guy. What's funnier is that they had to improvise like what his tender looks like, because we never see what the tender looks like on that guy. So they were just like, okay, so how does the tender look like? I got it. It probably looks like this. They only made a toy of All Engines Go Donald. You see what I mean? Is that I don't think that's any proof that Donald and Douglas were gonna be in the show. It's like saying, it's like saying that, oh, the TV series was gonna make Cody because Wooden Railway made a fucking model of him in the 90s. It's like, nah, I just think that they saw a marketable Thomas character and they just said like, okay, we can make toys of him. But I don't appear in the show. Fuck it, who cares? To be fair, Wooden Railway made the fucking Soda Chain Load undercut. They had no bounds. They really had no bounds. They would make anything. Just fucking anything, really. If it's marketable enough, it stays. Donald, I found him at Target 2 days before the 80th anniversary day. Oh, that's cool. Big City Engines tender is a Fowler tender, but the designers at Learning Curve weren't aware of that. Yeah, they probably weren't aware of that. I mean, I think they did the best they could, you know. Honestly, like the best case scenario for him. What's the Soda Chain Load undercut? It's basically the Soda Railway Repair, that yellow thing. Like that was like the original name for it, I think. But then someone was like, okay, we're not calling it the Soda Chain Load undercut. We actually want to sell this item. Like, we have to call it something a bit more generic, you know, like, well, maybe not generic, like something that's like, you know, a bit more understandable. Because imagine, like, you know, imagine being a kid, right? You see this character called the Soda Chain Load undercut. You're like, haha, no thanks, I don't know what a chain load undercut even is. Call it the Soda Railway Repair. And you're like, oh, this is the thing that repairs the railways somehow. Like, yeah, I'll buy it. Mom, can I get the Soda Railway Repair? No? Well, fuck you. Bullshit. Was Shane the Aussie train going to be in All Engines Go? I don't know. I believe Yang Bao was, like, the Chinese guy, and some of the great race characters were there. I think. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of All Engines Go, to be honest. Everything I know is whatever I saw on my feed on Twitter. Like, that's all the reference I ever have of All Engines Go. And I still don't like BCE's Thomas River Railway Tender. That's fair. I mean, it's an odd shape. I guess they did it like, you know, to make him stand out a bit more from the other characters. I don't know. Is Henry's Forest the easiest to make? Honestly, I argue that it is. I'm just breezing through Henry's Forest because, like, most of this is just copy pasted. Like, I might be real with y'all. Like, most of this, I'm just copy and pasting this whole shit, you know? What's your weirdest character pairing you can? Think, for example, Car and Victor, magazine story. Weirdest character pairing for like a story, I guess. Let me think. That's actually an interesting question. Dower Jihad and the Solar Canal boat. Not weird enough. Okay, the Solar Milk Tanker and no, it's not even a character. Fuck. Bluebell and the Mayor of Sodor. There we go. Also, I guess I could ask, what is the appeal of making all of the routes into one baseboard? Cause it hit me when doing filming. The game chugs. Yeah, I know that it's annoying that the game chugs, but that's beyond my. That's something that I cannot avoid. Because this all depends if whether or not your computer can handle this entire route. I guess the reason I'm doing this into an entire route is because I just want to prove to the world that this can be done. But I am aware that not everyone has the best computer to run the iOS. I get that. And it is annoying. Yes, it is annoying, but you know, you can't most of the people some people cannot run the route. And that sucks because I want people to get the most of it. But that's something, please understand, that's something that's like way beyond my control. True that. Lane placed them all by hand, coward. Who invited this guy? Who invited this guy? Is that Doggo? What's stupid name? Doggo. More like I want to put the something in air sets of Brendan for some reason. Everyone boo Doggo. Boo. Boo. You suck. Just kidding, Doggo. Just kidding, Doggo. Like, we're friends. We're friends here, right? We're friends here. We don't hate each other. Sometimes. True that. Make backups, by the way. You're cool, by the way. Thank you. Thank you so much. Actually, yeah, I should save the route, now that you reminded me. How do you clean out the full disk storage when having Tane and TRS 2022 on one computer? What do you mean by clean out the full disk storage? Do I have to do that? Do you make backups of for the iOS? Yes, I have like 10 backups of this shit. Oh, my package arrived. Nice. Boo, yeah, everyone boo Doggo. Stinky over here, Stinky Hugo, Stinky. Don't call me Stinky. You're a dog. Like, if you ask us, like anyone's, like, what's more stinky, Hugo or a little dog? Like, I think the answer is clear, Doggo. Oh brother, this guy stinks. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that guy. I agree with him. I agree with that guy. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking something because, like, you know, I could add trees here, but I think I can turn this into something. Into like a mall. I don't know. Something. I could probably turn this into, you know, like a complex. Maybe some log cabins. I'm talking like computer storage. TRS-19 models and routes take up most storage space on my PC. Oh. Oh. Oh, oh. Actually, I'm gonna do something real quick. This. I'm gonna scale it up. McDonald's. I agree with Doggo. We should add a McDonald's to the route. Actually, Doggo, where do you think a McDonald's would be on Sodor? I'd say Titmuth. I'd say Titmuth is big enough to have a McDonald's. Don't you agree? Perhaps a biotonical garden. Ooh, I like that idea. But the problem is, how do I make one? I've never made a garden before. There's the gardens. There's no gardens in Sodor. Knapford 2. I think Knapford would have a McDonald's. I don't know. I think personally, Knapford would have a Wendy's. I don't know what my logic is for that, but I think like it would have a Goodwill store. I like your thinking, Goodwill store. I can't believe Victor Tanzig killed Reginald. Can't believe people like Victor Tanzig, period. Can you believe it? Like, there's people on this fandom that are like, wow, Victor Tanzig's the GOAT. That's scary. That's scary to me. So I'm like, I guess yeah, you can like whatever you want, but it's like, but Victor Tanzig sucks, man. Like, I think it's really low effort content. Am I wrong to think that? I don't think I'm wrong to think that. I don't think having this opinion about the guy who made Sodor Short Pregnancy, I'm sorry, but no. Now I'm imagining Bakerstown with a whole ass food court. I think Bakerstown will have a mall. Yeah, I think Bakerstown will have like a mall of some kind. I like the idea of the garden. Let me look at. Oh, I like that. Ooh, these are nice. I think there's a perfect building I can use. I haven't watched today's Tanzig video. No spoilers, please. Everyone spoil. Okay, no, that's me. I think you haven't watched Victor Tanzig. Don't. That's my recommendation. Don't. But of course, you can do whatever you want. It's a free country. You can watch whatever you want. But I might judge your decisions. Just judge, you know. Elsbridge will have a Jamba Juice. Yeah, I think so too. I think Wellsworth would have a Five Guys, personally. Am I wrong for the Five Guys? Am I wrong for that? I don't think I'm wrong for the Five Guys. It's a Five Guys. Who doesn't love Five Guys? Victor Boyce, Bear, and Alaric and Frenzy's payback by trains for days. I don't doubt that Victor Tanzig is a good person. I don't doubt that he's actually chill. But here's the thing. When you make sort of short pregnancy, and you make like, have you seen the? We've all seen the shorts, right? And how fucking stupid they are. It's like, oh yeah, it's like, I know how to make a good joke, said Victor Tanzig. I'll just say a bunch of slurs. That's funny. Not funny. Cringe lord? Yeah, just call him a cringe lord. What are you gonna do about it? Right. I'm getting really hungry, guys. To whoever suggested the idea of the botanical garden, thank you, because like actually that would actually be pretty nice. So thank you. When the rap releases and you see the botanical garden, just know, like I suggested that to Hugo. That's awesome. um, I think Bakerstown will have a Popeyes. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Bakerstown with Popeyes. I'm getting hungry, guys. I'm getting hungry. You guys are making me hungry. Am I gonna eat food? Yeah, probably. Actually, did I put like a Burger King at Elsbridge? I don't remember. And if I didn't, I might have to do that. What fast food place would each mainline station have? That's a good question. Like I think this, like, I think it'll all come down to a poll. Honestly, I think a good poll is gonna resolve all of our life's questions. I think which fast food place have a mainline station have? That's, you see, he's asking the most important questions of them all. Because it's true. It's like, what places would they have? It's a really interesting question. Like, there's many stuff that we're all wondering, right? Like many lifelong mysteries. Was the moon landing fake? What happened to Biggie and Tupac? Where's my uncle? But I think that question right there is truly one of the biggest mysteries of all time. Yeah, my sarcastic levels are reaching peak, right? Right, I need to make like a sing like a thing, okay? I still had canon that Kildane would have a Waffle House and Kronk would have Greg's. That's interesting headcanon. I never looked at it that way. That's so dumb. Will Henry's Forest have a season 3 section? Yes, but that's over the viaduct. But don't you worry, it will be there. It will be there. There we go. Make like a circle. There we go. It's a nice circle. The Crosby Barbershop becomes a Starbucks, like how the real close shape incident did. I don't think it was a Starbucks. It was a, I don't know what it was, but it was something else. I think it should have like a parking lot. Actually, I'm gonna make something a bit differently. I'm gonna make a parking lot to for people to get to the garden. Right? Um, Roadhouse. Nah, Marin have a Hooters. Hooters Marin, that's awesome. Now I need a good like fancy wall. Actually, no, I don't even need a wall. I need a hedge. I need a nice hedge. Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of botanical gardens and UK ones, so just to be accurate. Uh, they have a lot of hedges. The real life incident of a close shave had an engine crash through a barbershop at Paragon Station Hall. They closed years after the incident and the repairs was turned into a coffee restaurant. Oh, I see. Huh. Other way. Carbon's Gate has a subway and a Jersey Mike's right next to each other. I've never been to a Jersey Mike's. I also imagine that every Halloween, the spirit Halloween appears somewhere in the town of Kildane and disappears on the night of October 31st. That's funny. Yeah, I think this touch will do. Colstorp Road will have an Olive Garden. I can see that. I can see that because, like, you know, yeah, I can see like Colstorp Road having an Olive Garden. Good thinking. Good man. What would Ballyhoo have? I think Ballyhoo would have like something small. Like, a Cracker Barrel, maybe? Will you ever join Blue Sky or never? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's like Blue Sky is a bit too boring. I don't know, for my taste. Ballyhoo Pretzel Maker. I can't wait for every Blue Sky user to get mad at you for saying that Blue Sky is boring. It is boring. Like, I think you have to be fucking goody two shoes to, you know, be on Blue Sky. Actually, okay, not be on Blue Sky. But what I mean is that having Blue Sky as your main social media, you know? It's like, maybe I would join Blue Sky, but like, you know, I'm not gonna stop using Twitter, you know? Because most of the fandom is on Twitter. I need to promote my shit, you know? Kildane would absolutely have a Texas Roadhouse somewhere. Roadhouse. I agree with him. Roadhouse. Oh man, guys, I'm getting hungry. Sorry that I haven't been talking. It's just that I'm way too invested in making this like garden. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Like, we turned an empty area into a nice, beautiful garden. That's awesome. Peel Godred with an Arby's. you think they're miserable enough at Peel Godred to have an Arby's? I don't think I've ever ate at Texas Roadhouse before. I don't have either, and Texas is like right next to me, so I don't know. Wait, everyone, someone's gonna join the call. What do you want?
You're not you when you're hungry. Have a Snickers.
You called me just to say that?
Yeah.
Nice. How you doing, Doug? It's been a while since we called and yelled at each other. Well, that was Doggo, everyone. There would be a candy shop at Farquhar. I'll put some flowers like all over the thing. fuck is Soda World? Right. Krispy Kreme at the Goldie Summit. Great Waterton is only full of local businesses and nothing else. Yeah, I can see that. There would be a candy shop at Farquhar. Would they? Would there be? Cold Stone. Thomas is mentioning, since there's a dairy, therefore the milk taken. Ah, now we're thinking. There should be a fountain, like right in the middle. Or like a memorial, maybe? Memorial to who? I don't know. There we go. There's a nice looking memorial there. Okay, the things are spilling out. Soda World just the enemy saying Pizza Hut or Domino's at Maron Station. And also that he's watching the stream. So that's awesome. And I agree. I agree with his takes. I think there should be more shrubs going here. I'm just gonna do this. Screw it. Oh, that's interesting. Like, the engines of Soda, right? They pass over this line every day, and they never notice that there's a botanical garden, like, right over next to this area. That's interesting. I like to imagine that Soda outright bans megachurches for not just being too massive and taking a lot of space, but also because of the sociopathic nature. But they can't ban churches, but they can ban like the mega churches. It's just a Kronk randoms Freddy's at Kronk. I did ask Bendy to if he could make like a Freddy Fazbear's, just for the funny. This looks pretty nice. Was that the Kronk of 87? Was it? Was it? It's time to color this. A minute. There we go. We're gonna color all of this in. Okay, I'm proud of, like, how I easily transition, like, one set to the other, while having them, like, overlap. For example, here's the cow set, right? The amazing epic cow set. And then I made it work in such a way so that Henry's Forest would not block the set, like, view-wise. Because I put, like, Henry's Forest, like, over here. And I basically had to, like, work around and basically, like, headcanon that this area is, like, like a cut part of the forest. But the rest is fair game. The rest is fair game, as you see. I think this tree is standing a bit too close to the line. There we go. Yeah, it's like Audrey like possessed me. It was like, Hugo, move that tree, please. I was like, oh, okay, Audrey. What do you say, man? I think I did a good job with this side of the forest. All I need to do now is like repeat the same process over and over until I'm positive I can turn this into a set. Maybe like another hit era set. I'm positive I can do that. Like around here. It's like I know I can do that. I just need to look where though. Alright guys, so okay, because I want to eat so bad. Will there be a Disneyland on Sodor? No, but there would be a Jordan Manor. Think about that. Alright, so I'm gonna take a break from the stream. I'm gonna end the stream, but I'll be back in like 30 to 45 minutes, if that's okay with you guys. So we're gonna resume the stream a bit later on. And maybe I'll invite some friends so I don't have to talk alone. Alone. So... But yeah, it's like I hope you understand, guys. I'm really fucking hungry. I want to eat. I want to eat. Can I eat? Am I allowed to eat? Am I allowed to eat the food? I think there would be a Drayden Manor on Sodor. Okie dokie. All right. So again, guys, I'll be back. I'll restream later. But I'm gonna stop streaming and then when I'm done eating and I'm gonna come back. Alright, so we'll finish up this area of Henry's Forest. So anyway, see you guys in like an hour, roughly. So we made you very hungry with the fast food on Sodor. Yeah, you did. And my fat ass was like, okay, I want to eat. Alright, so but anyway, we'll continue this epic discussion of fast food places on Sodor. Alright, so see you guys in an hour.